Hello friends, this is Seher from Easy Peasy, and today we are going to discuss about density. Do you ever wonder why doesn't oil mix with water? Or why some liquids are heavy and settling at the bottom and why some liquids float on the surface? Here honey is at the bottom and ethyl alcohol is floating. The reason is because honey density is high and ethyl alcohol density is low. Now the question is, what is density? So density tells us how much mass is packed into a given volume. Each substance has its own unique density. Now, this is the formula for finding the density of a material. So, density is equal to mass divided by volume. This is the symbol of density. M is for mass and V is for volume. The units of density are gram per ml for liquids, gram per cm cube for solids, and kilograms per meter cube is for SI units. Okay, let's take an example. So a 2 centimeter cube sample of aluminium is found to weight 5.40 grams. Calculate the density. So what is given? We have the volume of 2 centimeter cube and mass of 5.40 grams. And we have the formula for density. Just put the values inside the formula. 5.40 divided by 2. And the answer is 2.70 grams per cm cube. Easy. Okay, now let's take another example, and this time we are going to calculate the volume. So calculate the volume in ml of a liquid that has a density of 1.20 gram per ml and mass of 5 grams. Again, use the same formula. Just put the values there. So we have a density of 1.20 and we have a mass of 5 grams. Now here the volume is dividing by 5, so we will just shift the volume over here and put this 1.20 under 5 like this. And the answer is 4.167 ml. See? Easy. Okay, next. This time we are going to calculate the mass by using the same formula. Okay, the question is, air has a density of 0.0013 gram per ml. What is the mass of 6-liter sample of air? First of all, you have a liter. It's not milliliter, it's liter. So we have to convert this liter into milliliter. So 1 liter have 1000 ml. We just need to multiply it with 6 and it will become 6000 ml. Now, use the same formula, put the values inside. Now here 6000 is dividing by mass. If we put it on the other side of the equal sign, it will multiply with 0.013 like this. And then the mass will be 7.8 grams. Okay, but make sure you need to check the units of each value in order to calculate it right. Now, density and floating have direct connections with each other. If the density of the substance is more than a fluid, it will sink. If the density of the substance is equal to the fluid, it will suspend. Or if the density of the substance is less than the fluid density, then it will float on it. For example, the ice float in water because ice density is 0.92 grams per ml. And water density is 1. And if we compare it with the rocks, rock density is 2.5 and it is greater than 1, so rocks are going to sink in the water. We usually use water as a reference value in order to check the floating or sinking. Why? Because 1, the density of water is 1 at 4 degrees centigrade. 2, it helps in comparing the substance easily because it is available everywhere. And sometimes we directly compare the density of that substance with the density of water, and that is called specific gravity. So specific gravity is a comparison of the density of substance with the density of water. If the value of specific gravity is greater than 1, then that substance is going to sink in the water. And if the value of specific gravity is less than 1, because 1 is the density of water, so that substance is going to float on the water. Now, this is a ratio or a comparison. That's why it doesn't have any unit as well. Now, let's measure the density of a regular object. A regular object is an object which we can measure by using a scale. So, this is a regular object we have. And this regular object have length, width, and height. If we need to find a volume, we just need to multiply length with the width with the height and get the volume. And for mass, we just put it on the weighing machine and get the mass. Then put the values in the density and you will get the answer. Let's take an example. The length of this object is 10 centimeter, width is 4 centimeter, and height is 2 centimeter. And if we put it on the weighing machine, the mass will be 320 grams. Now let's find the volume. So we will multiply 10 with 4 with 2, and the answer will be 80 centimeter cube. Why we use cube here? Because we are multiplying centimeter with centimeter with centimeter 3 times. That's why we are putting centimeter cube here. Now let's put these values in the formula. So for the density, it will be 320 divided by 80, and the answer will be 4 gram per centimeter cube. So 4 gram per centimeter cube is the density of this object. Now, for example, if we have an object that we can't measure with the measuring scale, and it is an irregular object, how can we find the density of that kind of substance? So for that, what we can use is, we can take a beaker full of water and calculate the initial volume. Then we put that irregular substance inside the water. When the substance will go inside the water will raise or displaced. And then we can have the new volume. Then to find the volume of the irregular solid, we just need to minus the old volume from the new volume, and we will get the actual volume of this irregular solid. For mass, we just need to put it on weighing machine and get the value. Now we have both values of mass and volume. We can put it in formula and get the answer. Let's say this irregular object goes in the initial volume, that is 40 ml. After putting this object inside, the new volume is 65 ml. Now we just need to minus 40 from 65. So the volume of water displaced is 25 ml. If we put this object in the weighing machine, the mass will be 125 grams. Now we have both values. Let's put it in the formula of density. So we will say it's 125 divided by 25. And the answer will be 5. So the density of this irregular object is 5 gram per centimeter cube. Great. Now, what if the object is not a solid object, it is a liquid? So for liquid, what we can do is we will find the mass of an empty cylinder. So that is our M1. Then we will put whatever we want to measure inside that empty jar and have the second mass. And that is the mass with the liquid. Now we just need to minus the mass of an empty cylinder from the liquid cylinder. And then we will get the mass of liquid only. Now, when we are pouring the liquid, we can get the volume from the readings present on the jar. Now we have both mass and volume. Just put the values in the formula and you will get the answer. Let's say the mass of this empty jar is 150 gram. Now we want to pour the liquid that we want to measure. And when we are pouring it, we will just put it on the volume of 100 ml. After pouring the liquid, the new mass will be 230 grams. Now we have 2 grams, just minus 150 from 230, and we will get the mass of the liquid that we are measuring, and that is 80 grams. Now we have 80 and 100, both values are here. Let's put them in the formula. So it will be 80 divided by 100 equals 0.8. So the density of this liquid is 0.8 grams per ml. So we use the value ml for liquids and centimeter cube for solids. Okay, what if we are measuring the density of a gas now? Unlike solid and liquid, the gas density depends on temperature and the pressure because the gas can expand and compress easily. So let's say this is the sample jar. We need to find the volume. We need to make the pressure and temperature constant. Then we can weigh the empty cylinder first and then the cylinder which has gas inside. We can minus the empty cylinder from the cylinder of the gas to find the mass of the gas only. Now you will have both values of mass and volume. Put it in the formula and you will get the answer. Now let's say this gas has a volume of 2 liters with constant temperature and pressure. The mass of empty cylinder will be 120 and the mass with the gas is 122.80. Now we just need to minus 120 from 122.80 and the answer will be 2.80 grams. Now we have the mass, we have the volume. Let's put them in the formula. So it will be 2.80 divided by 2. And the answer will be 1.4 grams per liter. So that is the density of this specific gas. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe this channel. Thank you. Bye for now.